Hey tubers, MIGMATIS Golf. Can you guess where this is? Just woke up, it's about 9 a.m. locally, and as usual when I wake up, first thing I'm thinking about is golf. So thought I'd make you a quick video. And the answer is Hong Kong. Here we go. What's up guys, you know me, I'll use any downtime, any opportunity to work on my golf game. So as you've seen, I'm in sunny, beautiful Hong Kong. I got a few hours to kill in my hotel room, and so what better thing to do than work on your golf game? So I was doing a few drills just in the last 15-20 minutes, and it gave me an idea of a video I thought I could make. So here we go. First off, you've probably seen me with one of these before. It's one of those kids' plastic golf clubs, and you're probably wondering why the hell I carry one of these. Sorry about that. Well, the reason is if you carry, say, a cut-down regular golf club in your bag, you'll have a very, very hard time getting through airport securities. For some reason, they deem one of those a weapon, go figure, and they won't let you through. So I very rarely check a bag in, and I like to carry something with me to practice. So this is ideal. This passes through securities without a problem. And it's just something to hold on to when I'm doing my drills, practice my grip, get an idea of where the club face is when I'm doing my drills. It's very simple. I know what you're thinking. You're saying to yourself, well, that looks ridiculous. I'm not doing that. How serious are you about getting better? Okay, nobody cares about how you look in your hotel room practicing your drills. All you care about is getting the money and beating your friends when you go play. Okay, so if you're really serious and you want to improve, forget about what other people think. Get yourself one of these or something similar so you can practice. Okay, so here we go. Title of today's video is over the top versus body stall out. Now, what does that mean? Well, I in the past, sorry, I think I hit the microphone there. I in the past, and even to some degree still today, have a particular swing floor, which is the ball goes low and left sometimes. And I struggled for a few years thinking that I was a classic over-the-top swinger, so I didn't start my downswing correctly, and I would work repeatedly over on shallowing out my golf swing, and it transpires that that wasn't my problem. Okay, my problem was that I transitioned okay, not great, but okay, but then my body stalled. Okay, my body stopped turning and my hands just flipped at the ball, and the golf face closed down early and the ball went left. Now, if you're like a mid-handicapper like myself, or single digit around there, you're probably decent at closing the club face or timing the closure of the club face, but you might not be great at keeping the body turning through the ball. A lot of beginners or amateurs slice because they have a combination of over the top and not being able to time the closing of the club face, and so the ball starts left and slices to the right for a right-handed golfer. But generally, low to mid-handicappers have learned how to time the closing of the club face, but the rest of their body doesn't necessarily move correctly. So why do you need to know the difference between over the top and a body stall out? Because they both produce the same kind of shot, or they can produce the same kind of shot pattern, but you need to know which one you do because you don't want to be working on the wrong thing. Okay, so let's go through each one individually. over the top, classic over the top, we all know, is instead of like in the golf transition at the top of the backswing, instead of like shifting your weight, letting the club drop into the slot down the swing plane, you start with the shoulders, you get the club outside the line, outside the correct swing path, and once you get it outside there, it's virtually impossible to recover, and you'll either slice or pull it left, as I've explained. That produces that low left for mid to low handicappers, but also another problem that can produce that same shot is that you transition correctly, but then as you get down into what I call the slot here, instead of carrying the body through, instead of the body to continue turning to strike the golf ball, it stalls, it stops, and the hands and arms keep going, and the weight on the end of this shaft is released early, and the club face is actually very closed as it goes through impact, and the ball goes left. If you hit it pretty short, that's probably what you're doing, because you released all the power out here, and there's very little oomph into the ball as you get down to impact. Now, why does this happen? This is actually the body doing what it senses as the correct thing. We all know golf is a very unnatural move. And all your body is doing when it stalls out is it's doing what it was designed to do, okay? It's trying to put the middle of this little club face here on the middle of the back of the ball, and as you transition and get down to about here, the brain goes, oh, the best way of achieving that is to stabilize all of this, stop all of this moving, and just have the arms and the hands go down to meet the ball, okay? It's just doing what it was designed to do. But unfortunately, in the golf swing, that doesn't produce correct results. So the real trick in the golf swing is to keep everything moving, okay? You've probably heard people talk about swing through the ball and not at the ball, and that's what they're referring to, really. You just want to swing this weight around your body, let the ball get in the way, as opposed to swing at that ball, or think of the end of the swing being at that ball where you make contact, and your body will naturally stabilize all this, stop it moving to go and make contact, okay? The truth of the matter is any weight on the end of a shaft or a string is more stable when it's moving fast, okay? If you've seen the experiment with a conker or a weight on the end of a string, if you move it fast, it stays nice on a kind of same plane, spinning beautifully stable. And if you make bigger circles with your wrist or slower circles, it gets all wobbly. Same applies to the head of a golf club, okay? If it's moving fast on a continuous kind of turn without decelerating, it's going to be much more stable than if you slow it down and you try and make contact with the ball that way. So just to recap then, it's very important to know which one of these two flaws you have, because if you think it's one and not the other, you'll be working on the wrong things, okay? So cures for over the top, well, there are a million on YouTube, and go check them out. I'm not going to bore you, but cut a long story short, you want the club to start down the same kind of swing path or slightly shallower than it went up on. So weight transfer, start down here. That's to cure you over the top. And to cure the body stall out is you want to make sure that through impact your body keeps turning, okay? Once you make impact with the ball, you want to see 1.5, maybe even 2 of your butt cheeks if you're filming from behind, okay? So there are numerous drills on YouTube as well for this problem. You can go, check them all out, work on it, and figure out first which one you are, and then work on that and see if it improves your game. Okay, I hope that helped, folks. As I said, I suffered from the body stall out. I still do to this day. It's very counterintuitive for your brain to keep the body moving when it's trying to make contact between the middle of the club face and the ball. But that's what all good golf swings do, is they all keep swinging through the ball. All right, folks, I'll see you again soon with another tips and tricks video, and I'm going to go enjoy Hong Kong. See you later.